Hello, my friends. Welcome. Good afternoon. Today, we are going to learn basic steps to reconnect with that still small voice. And while I'm waiting for people to get in here, afterwards, I just didn't know if the public is ready for it. So we're going to start with the members, but we're going to practice breaking up misalignment ley lines because we are, again, on a fast track. We don't really have time to dilly-dally. So that's what we're doing after. If you're new, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Please like, share, subscribe, do all the things. If anyone's in here, can you let me know if you can hear me? And if not, then I'm still going to record this, and we are then going to jump into the breaking up the Masonic grids. I don't even read the news, and we're under a time frame. So, welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here. The reason the dragons came in was, I think, my friend. Hello, I'm so glad you're here. I miss you. Oh, I was just thinking about you. I love you. Thank you so much for telling me you could hear me. You know what we're doing after is the meditation. Hi, everyone. Oh, thank you all so much for letting me know you could hear me. Hi, I love you guys. Thank you so much. We are going to just learn a couple of practices to, I can make myself bigger for this part. To connect with the still small voice. So when things get busy, it kind of takes practice. Oh, I miss you, boo. Thank you, guys. It takes some practice, but if you do a tiny bit each day with your morning prayers that are helping with the ley lines, we're fast tracking it. Hi, everyone. I'm so glad you can hear me. I was just saying that I don't even watch the news, but I do watch Twitter. And my goal ultimately, breaking up the Masonic grid for Canton was to help Karen. Now the ultimate goal is to break up the 2030 plan. And I thought we had time, but the more that I am not watching the news, but just tuning into that still small voice, I think we're on another fast track. So tonight, with the members only, I didn't know if the public was ready for it. If you guys do feel like you're ready for it, we might do it all together. But that's what we're going to do is we're going to do the meditation that we used to do, that we did in class for our friend. You'll know it. And then we're going to work on breaking up London to Washington to the Vatican as a group. Hi, everyone. Oh, good. I agree. No TV for 3 days. I've been on this Outlander, and then they have a sequel. It's called The Blood of My Blood. Oh, I've watched them all like 3,000 times. So tonight, I'm just going to go over a couple of exercises that I know to reconnect with that still small voice. You guys have probably heard of it. It's like muscle testing and stuff, so that you can start noticing when the dragons are waking up, which is wonderful news for us. I'm actually making an oracle deck of dragons because they've been asleep for a while, and just like us, they need some reassurance. So, all you need, if you have a tarot deck, that's at the very end, and I forgot to add it in the original list. If you have a tarot deck, that'd be cool. If you have a piece of paper, a pen, if you journal, and an open mind, that's all you'll need tonight. We're just going to practice hearing that still small voice. We're just listening. So I just want to make sure you guys can see me. Okay. Oh, yay. I love you guys. Hi. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for coming. I love you guys. You have no idea. We are just going to learn a couple of things on how to hear that still small voice. She doesn't yell, I'll tell you that. And in the program, I learned, well, one of my sponsors told me that her first thought was always wrong and to wait for the second one. I thought that was just, yay. Yes, dragons. I love dragons. And if you have read the Sophia Code, she gives a whole chapter, a shout out to the dragons. And they're waking up. But you know who else is waking up? The dark side has also noticed that we're under a small time frame because the world is waking up, which is such good news. And they are implementing things for their 2030 plan that if you ever vote that and you see anything smart city, my recommendation, please make your own determination. But if you feel called to not vote for it, I would highly support that. But do your own research on it. And I can explain it, but not tonight, if anyone wants to learn about the 2030 plan. Okay. So we're all just going to take a quick deep breath and breathe in through your nose and just say, I am here now. I am here now. That tells your body that you're not fluttering around in space. We're not worried about the groceries. We are here now. This is something that Jesus practiced, is being in this moment. And you can do it in a number of ways. You can count. You can just say this mantra over and over. I am here now. And that will help you stay in this one moment so that you're not running all over the place. It's a lot easier said than done. One of the things we will learn at the end, but I forgot to write in there that if you had a tarot deck, bring it. So I don't want people who don't have one to feel like they can't participate in this. But the High Priestess archetype in general, I'm going to find her right now, is knowing. She just knows. It's almost like and one of my teachers used this example. I don't know who it was, but if you watch a football game and then you record it and have to watch it again, you know how it, or if you know the score before it ends, you're calmer than if you're watching a football game not knowing the end. The High Priestess knows what the score is. She's always calm because she trusts in her inner knowing. So the noise is easy to get caught up in. Like I said, I don't even watch the news. I do watch TV because I'm into Outlander and Blood of My Blood right now. This has been going on now for like a month and a half. But when I finish it, I just rewatch it. And not getting caught up in distractions. And then discernment without force. So if a decision makes you feel anxious, or if you're feeling not settled, then I would pray more or wait for the answer. I'm not going to teach tonight setting sacred space and calling in the quarters, only because these are just general exercises. But if anyone wants to learn that, I'd be more than happy to teach it. Okay, actually, this is longer. This is the myth of forgetting, and they did a good job with it. I'll give a 30-second overview of it. The myth of forgetting is pretty much the programming that we get from the womb. It's like disconnected from spirit, and it's of this world. That was part of the Prince of this world's plan, was to make you think that you are separate from source, and we are all separate. But the good news is we're not. You did drink out of or swim in, whatever this looks like for you, the river of forgetfulness. That's one of the contracts that we have to come down here, is every lifetime we forget. But that's changing. Right now, we're in the middle of a spiritual renaissance, and that's going to change, thank God. Another thing to remember is you're not learning anything, you're remembering it. So you've learned all this in the past, multiple lifetimes. And if you feel drawn to something, I was going to go through recognizing your spiritual gifts, but for some reason, the ley lines we're working on that. So this is all leading. This is like foundation for the ley line work. Your body holds the codes. That goes along with the book, your body keeps the score. If you have any, pretty much, I'm a medical intuitive, and any pain, chronic illness, cancer, all has an emotional root. If you can get to the root of that and bring it to the light, then your body will heal. It's trying to teach you something. So if you have any pain, if you stub your toe, you're usually going too fast. And for me, when I'm not living in my truth, like when I was in Corporateville, living in the prostitute archetype, I was prostituting myself instead of doing my calling because I liked the money. It settled in my stomach. I had a high blood pressure. It was a nightmare. Okay. For this inner sight, we're going to go through first these exercises, and then we'll do a quick meditation. I just want to make sure you guys can all see me still. Okay. Hi, everyone. Oh, yeah, and everyone can always make your own cards. Yes. You have Zoom at 6. I'll be back. Oh, thank you. Okay, we're going to go quick. Don't worry, everyone. I appreciate you guys being here. All right. So if you are cleaning or just listening, don't worry. I'm going to speak these all out loud. All right. The first one, actually, I'm not going to start with that one. The first one I'm going to do is the finger lock test. So you make a circle with your thumb and index finger. You just make a circle like this. This I learned in theta healing. That's a technique for, it's like along the medical intuitive thing. You hook the index finger of your other hand through the circle, and then you say a true statement. So my name is Kate, or my name is Peggy, or my name is Colleen, whatever that looks like for you, whatever your name is, you just speak it. And then, so once you say my name is Kate or my name is Colleen, then you are going to say a true statement, try to pull them apart. And it's strong, so it's not going to work. Now say a false statement. I'll say, my name is Tula, and it's weak. It'll pull itself apart. So when it's true, it's strong. It doesn't pull itself apart. When it's weak, it does. So I do this one mostly when I do muscle testing, but it's good. That's just a good practice. Okay, another one. This is like the muscle testing one. If you stand up with your feet hips apart, so I can't stand up right now, but if you can, you stand up. If you know how to do muscle testing, then that's what we're doing right now. You stand up with your feet, your hips apart. Then you are going, I was taught to put something like, say it's a drink. When I was drinking Red Bull habitually, my mom did this with me to show me that my body didn't like it. So you can close your eyes and you say, show me yes. And your body will sway forward or backward, usually forward. And then you can say, show me no. And this is when you're really getting in touch with your body and not ignoring the still small voice. For me, when I was holding the Red Bull and asked if my body liked it, I got a no. That sways backwards, and a yes sways forwards. This is for any food or drink or anything. That's what my mom taught me about it when I drank Red Bull, like I drink Coors Light. And then, okay, so those are just 2 quick tests. Then we have a quiet yes or no test. This is learning how intuition feels in your body. So you just sit still and ask a neutral question that you already know the answer to. So, is my name Kate? And you just feel the response your body gives. Usually there's not a response. I mean, it just feels normal. It doesn't feel anxious. It doesn't feel, I guess anxious is the right word. It just feels at peace. So if you're sitting there and you just ask a question you know is right, is my name Debbie? Is my name Peggy? Is my name Colleen? then you'll get, for me, I just don't get anything. It just is what it is. And then if you say, like, is my name Tula? The answer is no. I feel immediately in my stomach. So it's really up to you where you feel anxiety. For me, I know that my body feels it in my stomach. I hold all of my anxiety, stress there. It's probably pretty normal. Women also hold it in their hips. But that's really up to you. Another exercise, all right, I don't feel like reading any more of those. Another exercise that I was taught is you guess who's calling or texting you before you look. So your phone beeps and you know you have a text and you just guess that it's your sister or your nana or your mom or whoever. And you just start doing that all the time. And that starts building up your foundation for psychic stuff. And once you start trusting that still small voice, literally, that's how come, like, sometimes I confidently say, I know I'm right. Like, I just know it. Whether it's not me, though, it's the way that my body responds to truth is it doesn't. When I'm anxious or excited, then my stomach hurts. All right, so I just want to see if there are any more of those little exercises that you can practice. Oh, okay. So if you guys do have your piece of paper here, you can grab it. I didn't grab one, but you can. And you can just write one question at the top of it. Don't explain it, just write one question. And then you set a timer for, you can do this for 3 minutes. This is actually going to be called, what is it when you do writing? It's this is like when you channeled writing. This is how I was taught to do that. But there's another word for it. I just can't remember it. So you write a question at the top. Then you set a timer for 3 minutes and then you just write. Don't read it, don't edit it, don't overthink it, just write. And if anyone can remember what the name of that is, it's not channeled writing. It's something else, and then when the timer ends, stop it and just stop immediately. Don't finish the thought, just stop it. And then because your intuition doesn't play these 3D games, it just gives you the answer. So if you're actually trying to make a decision, scribing, oh, that's a good one. That's not what I was thinking though. It's like called I thought it was, I can't remember. Automatic writing. Thank you. Yes, that was the one I was thinking. Scribing is right. Oh, when I think of scribing, I think, well, I'm learning how to write Hebrew and ancient Greek. That's, if you start paying attention to your doodles, I think I was doodling something, but that's what I think when I think of scribing. So anyway, that's how automatic writing. That's how I was taught to learn when I was learning automatic writing. That's why now, well, not now, but once you set the foundation, your body, it becomes an automatic memory, like cops shoot guns, it becomes automatic. Then now I speak it because I've done all of the practices to like strengthen it. But that's how I was taught how to do automatic writing. So ask a question, then set a timer and write for 3 minutes. Don't proof it, don't think, don't do anything except write. Then at the end of the 3 minutes, stop. Oh, scribing is doodling? Oh, look at you, girl. Thank you. I didn't know that. That's how I learned how to do automatic writing. The next one. Oh, okay. So not everyone has clairvoyance or clairaudience. One of my girlfriends tastes things. We have 5 senses. We probably have 7, but we only use 5. And so when she was strengthening her gifts, how did we do that? This is what we did. So you close your eyes and you ask, okay, so you're sitting down and you just close your eyes and you say, what is here that I haven't noticed? And then however that comes to you, it could come in a vision. For me, it comes in visions and feelings, but like one of my girlfriends, it came in tastes. or it could come audio. You could hear something. But if you just sit there and you just ask, what am I missing right now? And then the first thing that comes, then you can write about that. Writing becomes so clutch in all of this stuff because it's like the one way that you can clear out your consciousness to get to the important things. So your intuition lives in your awareness. That's like the I am here now quote. Oh, I should put that back up on the screen. I am here now. And for me, I have like mantras that I use all the time. Just depends on what kind of mood I'm in, like what I'm trying to get done that day or etc. So that's another really good exercise. If you want to learn how to develop your psychic skills, or if you're not even sure what they are, that happens a lot. Not everyone has knows what their skills are yet. And that's totally normal. All right, let's see here if there's any more. So we did, okay. Okay, so this is something that I have get to practice all the time. When it's like building trust through intuition. That's still small. Okay, like when I ignore my intuition, I've gotten pulled over. I have gotten everything that's so extreme because I was ignoring my intuition. So now I just do whatever it says. For example, tonight to go live and talk about the ley lines was not pre-planned. So when you get a subtle nudge to text someone to delay something, to not make the decision right now, write it down. This can also go with synchronicities. When I was getting sober, I had a little notebook in my purse that I had to jot down stuff, but I also used it as synchronicities because the more you notice, the more they come in. After you write it down, do not immediately act on it unless it's urgent. And then check back in 24 hours and notice what's aligned, what's resolved, or what's revealed itself. Because your intuition grows stronger when it's respected, not rushed. She does not like to rush. I made jokes about her being the third wheel in a marriage, but that's just because of the Chris Watts case. All right. Oh, this is another really good one. Okay, I had to do this a lot. So when I was learning all this stuff, you have to sit in silence. And I loved it, by the way. I could meditate for 8 hours because I don't stay in my body. I go visit things. But when I was learning, I just learned it at 5 minutes increments of complete silence. That doesn't mean like no dogs barking, but it just means like no music, no TV, no meditation, nothing. Just 5 minutes. And then you build up to 10, and then you build up to 15, wherever that is. But the things that you will learn in that quiet is where all the answers are. And in the beginning, because your thoughts are like little monkeys, you can just let them pass through. Your feelings are not, they're like waves in an ocean. Just let them pass. You can note it, you can say noted or I see you if it's something that comes up more than once. Don't ask questions in this practice. You just, I am here now. You're just here now. And it's silence, but the silence isn't empty. That's where all of the answers lie. Should you do this before? Okay, yeah, actually, yes. Hi, Cam. Or if you like your name. One thing actually let me teach this really quickly. Before you touch your cards, why don't we go into the cards? This is where I was taught the cards because it's part of an initiation in like a mystery school. This is how I was taught. And I only one time did not call in protection or ask for help. And literally El Diablo showed up. And I don't mean the cute little devil I mean the prince of this world. So the way I was taught is before each reading, and if you're doing like back-to-back readings, then, all right, I'm just going to explain it from the beginning. I was taught to light a candle. Number one, step one, light a candle. And if you can, create a sacred space. Like for me, it's this desk. All I do here is client meetings and readings. Hi, everyone. And if you have that opportunity, I mean, it doesn't have to be big. you guys have seen the studio. We're not talking about a big space. So first thing, light a candle. And then the next thing I do is I also light sage, or mostly sage. And I'm going to do it with you right now as I'm talking it out. And then I call in arcane. This is how I do it. If you feel called to do it in a different way, do it. But this is just kind of the way I feel comfortable. So I call in the south, Archangel Michael, please come in on the south. I call in the west, Kuan Yin and Isis, please protect me from the west. I call in the north. This one is open. I am going to call Sandafon in tonight to protect the north. And on the east, I call in the Magdalena clan to protect us. So that's called calling in the quarters. You're calling in the 4 directions. And I do it south, west, north, east. I used to do it a different way, but anyway, so that's called calling in the quarters. Then I ask the grandmothers of the universe to please surround the sacred space. And I'm going to ask Raphael to please be the bouncer, to let me hear and see the things that I need to convey the message. That's what I do before every reading, except for the one that El Diablo decided, the real El Diablo decided to show up. Then so that's what I do between every reading, or before I meet, like before I went live tonight, I set sacred space, called in the quarters. And so that's what I recommend. Then when things feel weird or things just are off, I ring that little bell. BJ Investigate said it keeps the demons away. I learned it when I was learning Witch World. I don't know what it is about a bell. If someone else knows, I'm doing it too. Yeah, good. You should always, always, always ask for protection. Well, then you won't do dumb shit like go in someone's house when you're not invited, because your angels are doing it. They're going before you to make your crooked places straight. That's also another prayer I pray. That's a morning prayer, but so that way you're not doing dumb shit. And you're protecting your energy and the person that you're working with, because it's an energy exchange. So that's what I would recommend. And that's how I was taught to do it. Literally, I forgot one time. And that probably happened like 6 years ago, 10. I don't even know how many years ago now, but I don't forget anymore. You're welcome. I'm so glad you guys like that. If you guys feel like talking about some tarot, part of trusting your intuition is the still small voice. Cryon talks about the still small voice. And before he went a little nuts, Joel Osteen does too. But I have not liked him since he said no to the flood victim. But he does talk about it, or did. He's a little too fake Jesus for me right now, but that's that. Okay, let's talk about the High Priestess. So one of the gifts that I want to give you guys at the end of this, Miss Peggy, you already have it, is in the tarot course. There's also a self-paced tarot course. There's like an 18-page PDF for the High Priestess. And if you have your tarot deck here, and if you don't, it's okay, because I'm going to talk it out. Oh, this is another book that I published. I haven't even looked at it yet. This is the cheat sheet with symbols. I was taking a Rider-Waite symbolism class, and that's where I learned all this stuff. And oh wait, let me make sure you guys are looking at it. Well, of course you're not. Good thing I just checked. I was talking about it like you guys were watching it with me. So yeah, you're welcome anytime. So this is a gift for coming. Hopefully the checkout link, or it's all set. I was going to do something and then I got a change of plans. So hopefully I set it all up. If it's not, I'll put it in the comment, or I'll pin it after this if it's not set up. But in our tarot class, we went through each of the major arcana cards, and in this symbolism class that I was taking, I learned all of the symbols. Every time, there is really no end to this learning. It's kind of like Witch World. Whatever you're studying, there's really no end. So these are the symbols that I know of. And if you know of more or different ones, let me know. That'd be cool to hear. Okay, so the black and white, I always talk about this. Boaz and Jacqueline, that's Solomon's temple. Who else uses Solomon's temple? Well, the dark side. So when you are, like, I met a man, and if you're in here, I know he's not, but maybe his children are. Last week, he liked to study the same stuff I did, and he's getting to an age where his books are still sacred to him. But anyway, he gave me a bunch of books. And that was really awesome. I do use my discretion when I'm looking through them, because not all of them are for me, but I loved them. And so just use your discretion. If something doesn't feel right, leave it at the door. If it feels right, then take it with you. Okay, so Boaz and Jacqueline, those are the pillars. Boaz, Jacqueline. This is Solomon's temple. This is also like light and dark. We need to have daytime to have nighttime. They can also be duality. Well, obviously dark and light. Okay, the pomegranates. These mean fertility. So this could be like a pregnancy, abundance, the divine feminine. There also aren't oh no, it's not pomegranates, it's pineapples. Pomegranates are also, back in Jesus's time, they were really symbolic of wealth and between the worlds. It's like the veil. Okay, she also has a moon crown. It's a full moon flanked by a waxing moon. So we have a waxing, a waning, and the triple goddess in the cycles of the moon. So there's 3 symbols, but they're covered. The veil behind her separates consciousness from subconscious, from unconscious. The more you practice those exercises, that veil gets thinner, because you're just remembering. If you decide to pray to remember all your gifts, ask for them at the level you can handle them. Because if you don't, it might not work out as well as you're expecting. So this, I always call her, she's your ride or die best friend. She'll take your secrets to the grave. She's also your intuition and the still small voice. Okay, in the witch world, pre-patriarchy, the cross to me, this is what I was taught, is as above, so below. It on here is also representing the elements. Everything's really element based, actually. If you learn the elements, I had a trick. Okay, I couldn't, all right, this is when I was in 6th grade. I couldn't remember the months, but I had a crush on a boy named Jason. And the months, July, August, September, October, November, spelled Jason. That's how I remembered the months. With the directions, west is water. Okay, and there are different modalities to learn this. This is the way I was taught. If you know a different way, I love that for you. But I was taught that the west is water. And I remember that WW. And then everything else falls in to place for me. So then we have the west is water, the north is earth, the east is fire, and the south is air. No, it's not. East is air. And the south is fire, sorry. But anyway, I've seen different ways to learn that. So go with it. The scroll says Torah. This is ancient knowledge. You know, if there's anyone in here who has ever had dreams of the fire in the Alexandria library, I have had a past life memory of that. And one of our friends sent me a book today, and it opened right up with the fire. And I thought to myself, oh, okay, so all these symbols work together to convey the High Priestess's role as guardian of esoteric knowledge, intuition, and the mysteries of your subconscious mind. The crescent moon at her feet symbolizes the High Priestess's connection to the moon. The moon card, even though it in our world means secrets, the moon actually, when I get off balance, I have to really focus in on the cycles of the moon. I usually do it for about a month, and I really pay attention. And some people, their bodies change. Well, you hear about full moons like in an emergency room. And then the water at her feet symbolizes the flow of intuition and your subconscious mind. It represents emotional depth and the psyche. That's like emotions. Okay. So these are rituals, and there are journal prompts in here. Oh, this is how you call in the quarters. You have to record your dreams. Listen, my mentor was 100% hard. So I didn't really have a choice to do all of this. One of the things that you're welcome, you guys. Okay. One of the exercises, and if you don't have your deck with you, it's no big deal. I'm going to pull it up because I typed it up before. It is just kind of a fun exercise. And then, anyway, the point is, I was taught to practice intuition all the time. Like, I didn't really have the choice to like not be in the mood to do stuff. Okay, good. You guys can see this. My mentor didn't play. And so I didn't really get the opportunity to not want to do anything. But these are some of the things that I was learning. So take your High Priestess card from your deck. And if you're not sitting down or you're cleaning, it's no problem. Oh, for the replay crew, you'll be able to see this. Lay her on the left-hand side. So you're going to take the High Priestess out and lay her on the left-hand side. And then shuffle the rest of your deck. Oh, wait a second. Are there some newbie, like rookies, that don't know what the words like cutting? Here, wait, let me check the comments. Does everyone know what cut the deck and jumpers mean? If we know all that, then that's cool. If not, I'll explain them. Well, this is what I was taught. When you cut the deck, you just shuffle them until they feel ready. And the jumpers are the ones that jump out. They have a special, usually they want to tell you something. But that's what I mean when I say cut the deck. And then, okay, so you're shuffling with the remaining deck. Fan them out face down, or however this feels comfortable for you. Choose 3 cards with your left hand and place them as they're shown. So if you have this, and if you can't do it, it's okay. I'm going to explain. I'm going to do them with you right now. We're going to just pick 3 cards. Oh, I didn't ask a question. I would also ask the question before you pick these 3 cards. Let's ask, what do I need? So you're setting an intention. I copied these down wrong. What we want to do is set the intention, like, what do I need to know right now? And then I'm going to pull these with my left hand. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn on the top so that the replay crew can see these. Actually, no, I don't feel like that. Okay. So I'm going to make myself big now. Okay, so the question that I asked was, what do I need to know right now? And I got the Queen of Wands. Then I got, smoke and mirrors. Be careful of those. Okay, and then I have the 7 of Cups. And then, I have a decision coming. A 2 of Pentacles. So we have the Queen of Wands, 7 of Cups, and 2 of Pentacles. If you are paying, hi Lotus, I love you. If you are paying attention or feel like participating in this, all right, actually, if you're just learning tarot, this is a great lesson or a great thing. If you're just learning tarot, what do these cards feel like? So we have the Queen of Wands. We have the 7. You don't have to know what any of them mean. The 7 of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles. I love you guys. This is actually an awesome way to learn. I think this is how we learned in class. You don't learn anything. You just learn how it feels. You're telling a story like a child's book. So if I was reading this for myself or for someone else, I just want to make sure we have all the instructions. All right, card 1. is the person or situation. Oh, you guys can view this now. I just have to add it. Okay. So card 1 on the left is the person or situation we're asking about. So I asked, what do I need to know right now? We have a Queen of Wands. I do have a Queen of Wands in my life. Okay. Then the second question, the second card is, what do I need to know right now? I got 7 of Cups. And 3 is the outcome. Well, this is a mindfuck because it ends on a question. It ends on a decision. Like I'm weighing the weight of 2 decisions. What do I need to know right now? Well, this is not very clear. High Priestess. All right, I do know Queen of Wands. My sister is a Queen of Wands. And then a 7 of Cups. This means like fleeting happiness. Wait a second. I don't want fleeting happiness. And the 2 of Pentacles is weighing, to me, a weight of 2 decisions. 7s also can mean victory. 2 is duality. 1. This doesn't mean anything to me. I need to pull some more cards on this. This means nothing to me right now. I guess I should have been clearer. So another thing, when you're setting sacred space and calling in the quarters, that's when I start setting my intention. If I have a private reading or I'm doing a reading for YouTube or like tonight, I start asking the question like, well, it was a statement tonight, but for this, I didn't set my intent. I'm going to redo it because I feel like I was following those directions. I need to clear those up. So good thing that they're not public. When you're shuffling and setting sacred space, that's when I start asking the questions. Like if we want to know about a certain bus down in Canton area that everyone gets a ride on, or whoever it is, whatever the intention is, I start asking it while I'm setting sacred space. And then while I'm shuffling, I'm asking it. It's all in my mind. I don't ask it out loud. But if you're learning, then do it however it feels right. There's no right or wrong way. But if you are learning, there's a checklist or a list in the description of like everything that I use. If you're learning, get these. I call they're a beginner deck, and they're like $7 on Amazon. They're the rider weight beginner deck. This is the best way to learn. This is how I learned. And they're like having training wheels on. You don't ride a 2-wheeler or, a bike without learning first. So that's what I would recommend if you're learning. And you're setting your intention. And I just want to set my intention for, what do I need to know right now? Oh, the sun's coming out. Good. The universe. Okay, wait, I'll explain these. Well, we don't have to go through me reading it. I mean, we can, but the first one was the person or situation. I just said, what do I need to know now? And we have the sun. Good. The sun is shining on everything. What I need to know is there are opportunities. This is okay. I'm sorry. We have the sun card, the 4 of Cups. The card number 2 is, what do I need to know? That there are opportunities and I'm not taking them. That was the 4 of Cups. And then the outcome. Oh, Mr. Right, come on down. This is the Knight of Cups. He's so romantic. Marry a Knight of Cups if you can. Don't marry a Knight of Swords. He's more of your wham bam, thank you, man. Good, Mr. Right, come on down. I've been waiting for you. So that's how, and the more you play with your cards, it took me almost a year to learn how to shuffle. And I just did about 5 to 10 to 20 minutes each day. If anyone knows a shortcut, I would love to hear it, but I didn't know a shortcut. And I just shuffled a little bit each day until I got it. And then I think those are it for our intuition class or things. I'm just thinking, what's on our High Priestess? This is explaining. Yeah, so if anyone wants this, I don't think the link's there yet. I'll make sure it's ready for you guys. So that was practicing our intuition, because tonight in our members only, and the reason we're starting with members only was because a lot of this stuff, I didn't know how ready the public was. But unfortunately this is the best time to be alive. We are going to fast track clearing the Masonic grids. We blew up the Canton stuff. Oh, you guys, you know what I was thinking? I need to go through that Carl Dougal court document. I mean, there are so many court documents. But once we get that out, maybe I'll just sit down. It'll take 6 hours probably to go through it. I'm just going to do it because once you see that, it's wild. So with all that being said, are there any questions, comments? If you'd like to join us in the members only, the structure is going to be, and for Miss Peggy, our lovely dear friend, we're going to do the same meditation we always do in class. Then we're going to have focused group on each of the spots for London, the Vatican, and Washington. Well, actually, we're going to wait until we get in there. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but we're going to clear some of these grids up and release the land so that the land can breathe. Our main goal is to redirect the 2030 plan, because that is not a world that it is for us. But with the world, the way Dolores Cannon sees it, the world splitting, that's a consciousness thing. No one can do the work for you. No one can make you do it. And I saw a comment asking me, how do you tell someone they were in the Stargate program? You don't. That's what you do. You don't tell them. And the way that the example I used was, Santa's not real, but the little kids don't know it. You don't tell them, because that's not your place. Unless, when the kids in my life asked me if Santa was real, I just asked them if they believed in him, because anything they believe in is real. That's how I avoided it. But if someone's in your life, or you're in here and you were the one that, and if the person who's in here who's complaining about the sound system, I agree. I posted the Amazon link for you. Can we ask a question? Yes, please. Last week, I did a quick reading. Oh, welcome. Don't worry about being a rookie. Everyone has to start. I pulled the 6 of Cups. Okay, I'm actually going to post this so that everyone can read. All right, hold on. I'll read it to my... Is it okay if I read this out loud? All right. So our friend Lotus Lodge Spa is learning how to read tarot. I pulled the 6 of Cups. Okay. Didn't I just... Oh, the 6 of Cups. Let's find it so we can follow along with you. If you aren't driving or cleaning or doing anything, we are going to pull the 6 of Cups. Oh, here it is. Oh, okay. The 6 of Cups. This... Thinking it was someone from my past. Over the weekend, several things have brought back memories. Can it be things too? Yes. Okay. All right. Can you give me some more context? Okay. All right. I will just answer this. Yes, it can be anything. This, I'm going to say it as gently as possible, is also a programming card for MK Ultra. I don't know what your history is like, what your past is like, and it's okay if you were. We all go through a little MK Ultra training each day, but if this is triggering memories for you of any kind, I would start jotting them down. And about a year ago, I've said this before, I think it was about a year ago, it could be 2 now, the people, and I call them kids because they're all about my age. And some people go crazy when I call them kids, but something happened with the MK Ultra program, whatever that program looked like, and they were slipping. Something was slipping, and people were calling me slammed to try to help them. They didn't know what these memories were or what was going on. So I have no idea what your past is or where you are, but what I would suggest is, okay, another thing I had to do when I was learning tarot, I had to meditate on a card a week. We only learned them 1 week at a time because that was how I was taught. And every day I meditated with the same card every day. And then you start like dreaming in tarot. It's really fun. I would spend extra time with this card. Like, what do you notice about it? What symbols do you see on the 6 of Cups? Oh, you know what? I can find it and I'll put it on the screen so everyone can see it. And I would sit with this card. It might be trying to tell you more than just, I don't know if you had a happy childhood or not. It really doesn't matter because this is a childhood memories card. This is also, hold on, I'm pulling up the 6 of Cups so that if you are watching or you're on the replay crew, you don't have your deck or you don't have cards. 6 of Cups, where are you? Just give me 2 seconds. I'm just finding this card right now so that we can all see it together. But don't be afraid of it, no matter what your past was, even if it was some kind of training. You are here now, and that little girl just needs a lot of love. And to go back in, I can help you with it, or I would do some inner child stuff, because that little girl or boy needs a little extra love. But you've made it this far. Nothing that you learn now could possibly, I mean, remembering it is scarier than actually doing it. And I say that now because when you're on the other side of it, it's a little easier, but it always happens like that. When I'm thinking about it, I'm way more nervous than when I actually remember it. And it won't hurt you now. That's the other thing. And ask for only memories you're ready for. Don't, I'm still just getting this up, and then we are going to talk about it. Okay. Can you guys see this? Share this tab. Okay. So this is our 6 of Cups. And what do we notice? All right. Oh, well, you guys can't see it yet because there we go. All right. So I'm going to take this comment off so that we can, yeah, it certainly can be things. Oh, no, Lotus, it's okay to not remember much of your youth. That's actually pretty common. When we might need to have a one-on-one, because there might be a little bit more to this than meets the eye. I just don't want to put you on blast in the sense of this might be a little bit deeper, but for everyone else's sake, we can go through it. But I think you and I might need to have some time together, if you know what I mean. And I don't mean that to scare you. I just don't want to put you on blast. So when you're looking at this, what do you notice? We're looking at the 6 of Cups. We notice it could be a big brother. It could be a little sister. There are 4 cups in the front with flowers. Red is a life force color. So I know that, or we know that. There's also like a nice lawn. There's a home. They're safe. You can see the village behind them. And it's like a blue sky. That's a happy thing. One of the women in our class, not scared, grateful. Good. Yeah, don't be scared. You've already lived through the worst part of it, if that helps. Don't be scared. Well, I know that's easier said than done, but yes. And the way, if you want, and Lotus or anyone, if you are, the cards are supposed to trigger memories. They're supposed to trigger like whatever that looks like for you, past life or this life or something. They do trigger memories. And if you're having a moment like, over the weekend, I started thinking, start writing. Writing is about to become your best friend. And that way you can, like, I would also sit with it and like almost make it a sacred thing, like set sacred space, call in the quarters, ask for protection. I always ask to only hear and say the things that I need to help, and ask that you're only shown things you can handle. Most of the time, the universe is good about meeting you there, but just in case. And sit with it and just start writing. And when you write, you clear out that subconscious so you make space. Oh, it's cleaning out the refrigerator. We love cleaning out our refrigerator. That's what I would recommend. And if you feel called, we can schedule a session. I think that might be a little deeper, but in the meantime, we'll do that. Awesome, guys. Good work tonight. So, and if you're not praying, meditating, and journaling 5 minutes each day, so it equals about 15 minutes, you guys are kind of becoming our prayer warriors, and we are about to need some serious help with the land. And so you're going to have to get, because you need endurance. It's your physical fitness, or not physical, spiritual fitness. And we're about to need some help because we are fast tracking the getting off the 2030 plan. If you'd like to join us in the members, we are going to, oh, love it. Thank you tons. Anytime. Oh yeah. You can book now. There's a link in the description. It's usually like the second or third link in every description of every video. It says book now, and you can do it. Or I don't know if I can put links in. If I can, I'll just put a link in here. But yeah, hit me up anytime and we'll make something happen for you. Oh, Elizabeth Proctor. Ugh. Here you go. I'll put the link in. I'm going to put a link in for you right now. And we'll work on that together. All right. I'm just getting the link, and then we are going to jump over. If you feel called to join us clearing the land, please do, because we're getting our team together. We need it. We are going to work on, here you go, Miss Lady. All right. Anytime. Yes. And if anyone else wants to book a session, they're always in the descriptions. There's the link. All right, team. We're going to jump on over to the members. We are going to work on clearing the ley lines. We're going to do, this is the structure. We're going to do a quick meditation, 5 to 10 minutes. And then we're going to learn how to clear the ley lines. So please join us. It'll be fun. The link for that is also below. And for members, I posted the link, or it's in the video, and you'll see it. With that, I will love you and leave you. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for asking questions. And I love you guys very, very much. And if you have any questions, thoughts, please like, share, subscribe. If you're on the replay crew, love you. Thanks for coming. Good night.